Hello everyone, I'm very happy that you joined the class. We're going to begin with a simple sitting position. You can either sit cross-legged or on your knees. Rest your palms on your legs, either palms facing up towards the sky or your palms facing down. Close your eyes and breathe normally in and out through your nose. Bring your full attention to the way you breathe, to the way the air enters your nose and goes into your lungs and the way it comes back out. At any moment when you feel like your mind is out of control and you're thinking about too many things, just see if you can observe and acknowledge that without judgment or beating yourself up for that. So that's part of the meditation practice. Just bringing yourself back to the present moment every single time you wander. Now place one hand on your belly and start to deepen your breaths. Breathe into your hand by pushing the belly with the air into your hand as you breathe in and out through your nose still. If you know Ujjayi breath, you can start your Ujjayi breath now. So throughout the practice, I want you to have long and quite deep breaths into your belly if you can. Now come into your all fours, tabletop position, hands, wrists right under your shoulders and your knees aligned with your hips. We're going to begin with a few cat-cows to warm up the spine. As you inhale, open your chest, look up, and as you exhale, round your back, push the hands away from you into the floor. Inhale, arch your back, belly sways. Exhale, round your spine, round your back. Start the movement from your tailbone and move at your own rhythm with your own breath. The breath starts first and then the movement follows. Inhale, open your chest. Exhale, round your back. Enjoy the movement of your body. And then when you're ready, come to your neutral position, flat back. And you're going to start to draw big circles with your right knee. So keep your knee bent and let's do 5 big circles with your right knee in one direction first. Imagine you have a white chalk on your knee and you want to draw big circles on a blackboard and then switch in the other direction. 5 circles in the other direction. Now lift the heel up towards the sky. Exhale, tiger crunches. Knee to your forehead if you can touch. Round your back just like we did in cat-cow. Inhaling to open your chest and lift the heel up. Exhale to connect your knee with your chest, with your forehead. One more time. And slowly release your knee to the floor. Big circles with your left knee now. So this is really good for warming up your hips. The bigger the circles, the warmer your hips will be. And into the other direction. Big circles. Now lift your heel up to the sky and on your exhale, crunch. Inhale, open your chest, lift the heel up. Exhale, knee to your head. Exhale, round. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. And lift it up. You can release your knee back down to the floor. and come into your child's pose, either knees together or knees slightly wider than your hips. Make sure you sit all the way back down on your heels and that you rest your forehead on the floor. If your forehead cannot reach the floor, you can place a block or a book under your head to support it. You can also sway your head from side to side, massage your forehead on the floor. Arms are extended in front of you. So you can come back to this pose, child's pose, at any time during your practice to rest and come back to your long breaths. Come back to your tabletop and then walk your hands in front of you for a puppy stretch. Make sure your hips stay above your knees, and you can either rest your forehead on the floor, or if your back is warm, you can also place the chin on the floor. With each exhale, see if you can melt your heart closer towards the floor. Deep breaths. And then slowly come back. Place your hands right under your shoulders. Tuck your toes under. And then lift your knees off the floor. Come into your downward facing dog. Hips are high towards the sky. Make sure your back is long and that you prioritize the length of your spine rather than the length of your legs. So you can keep your knees bent slightly. And then see if you can straighten your knees, keeping your back long all the way to your tailbone. If not, you can keep your knees slightly bent. Walk your dog if needed by bending one knee and then the other. Inhale, right leg towards the sky. Exhale, use your core to step your foot right between your hands. Inhale, reach your arms towards the sky if your shoulders allow it, otherwise place your hands on your hips. Your back heel is high above the floor. Hips are square towards the front. Breathe. Inhale here. As you exhale, place your hands back towards the floor, framing your foot with your hands. Inhale, right arm straight towards the sky. Twist and exhale. Place both hands on the floor and step back to your high plank. Press your heels towards the back, shoulders above your wrists. And then switch to your right side plank. To challenge yourself, you can even lift your upper leg above the floor. And if it's too much, you can lower your right knee on the floor as well. Either look down or straight up towards the sky. Hold it, look down, come back to your high plank, and then switch to your left side plank. Listen to your body here. Lift your hips high. Whatever you do, imagine you have a flame right under your hips and you want to lift your hips higher. And then come back to your high plank. Take a breath in here. As you exhale, slowly lower yourself down with control. Untuck your toes, hands under your shoulders. Inhale, cobra. Lift yourself up with the strength of your back, and as you exhale, come to your downward facing dog. Breathe here. Take your time. Feel the sensations. Inhale, left leg towards the sky. Let's do the other side now. As you exhale, using your core, step your foot between your hands. Back heel is high. Inhale, high lunge, arms up or on your hips. Both hips are looking straight forward. Inhale here. Exhale to place your hands on the floor. Inhale, left arm straight up towards the sky, gentle twist. Make sure you take your right shoulder away from your ear. Both hands to the floor, step back to your high plank. Take a breath in here, hold it. Exhale, lower yourself all the way down, untuck your toes. Inhale to cobra and exhale to your downward facing dog. Stay right here and take a few deep breaths. See if you can find stillness and gaze straight between your feet. Your feet are hip width apart in downward facing dog. Take a last breath in. Exhale, look between your hands and step, walk or jump all the way between your hands. Feet right under your hips. Bend your knees and bring your chest over your thighs. Relax your upper body, your neck, your head down, and maybe you can grab your opposite elbows and hang from there. Ragdoll. Release your elbows and come to your halfway lift. Long back, hands on the floor, on your chins or on your knees. Exhale to forward fold and inhale to your mountain pose. Reach your arms all the way up to the sky and exhale, hands to your heart center. Feet together here. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. Sit low, hold it for a breath. And on your next exhale, release all the way down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, long back. Exhale, hands to the floor. Step back to your high plank. When you're ready, exhale, lower yourself down and inhale to your cobra. This time you can use your hands a little bit more and arch your back. Exhale, downward facing dog. And on your inhale, reach your right leg to the sky. Bend your right knee and open your hip. Right hip above the left hip. Exhale, step this right foot right between your hands and inhale to your crescent lunge. Arms up. Sink your hips down. Inhale here, exhale, lean forward and switch your weight into your right foot. Come to your airplane pose and see if you can open your chest, pushing your heel or your toes away from you. Inhale, slowly shift your weight forward and bring this left knee into your chest, arms up. And on your exhale, as you lower your hands to your heart center, lower the foot into the ground. Let's take a tree pose on this same leg. Place your left foot either on your ankle, on your calf, or above the knee to your inner thigh. Hands in front of your heart center and focus your gaze right in front of you. Look at one spot. Breathe, reconnect with your breath. When you're ready, place your hands on your hips, release your foot, lift your knee high and push the foot away from you as you slowly lower your foot back towards the ground. If you need to shake it off, move your ankles around, you can do that too. Place your feet together, big toes are together, heels are slightly apart. Inhale to your Utkatasana, chair pose. Sit low, inhale and exhale, release, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, shoulder blades together. Exhale, hands to the floor, step back to your high plank. Inhale there, and exhale, lower yourself down towards the floor. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's do the other side. Inhale, left leg up, bend your knee and open your hip. This time the left hip comes right above your right hip. Lift your knee higher. Breathe. Don't hold your breath. Then straighten your leg again, square your hips and bring your knee forward to your chest and see if you can step right between your hands as you inhale. Come to your high lunge, back heel is high. Exhale, lean forward and shift your weight into your left foot. Airplane pose on the other side. Look forward, hips are parallel to the floor. Nice. Slowly shift your weight forward, bring your right knee forward, arms up, and slowly, with control, exhale to bring your foot down. At the same time, hands to your heart center. tree pose on your left leg. Take the same variation you did on the other side. Hips are facing forward. Drishti is right in front of you. Visual reference right in front of you. If you focus your gaze on one spot, your mind will calm down, your breath will calm down, and you will be able to hold the balance pose for longer. And that applies for any pose where you balance on one foot. Relax your shoulders, release your foot, bring your right knee into your chest, hands to your hips. Exhale, extend the leg, push your heel away from you, and slowly with control lower your foot back down to the floor. Bring your feet together, big toes are together, heels slightly apart. Inhale to your Utkatasana chair pose, exhale to your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, exhale, plank pose, and bring yourself all the way down to the floor. Inhale to Cobra and exhale to your downward facing dog. We're going to slow down now, so come into your pigeon pose, bring your right knee right next to your right wrist, and then lengthen your back leg, walk it back as much as you can, and untuck your toes. Inhale to lengthen your spine, and exhale to fold forward. Maybe you can bring your forearms on the floor. Maybe you can bring yourself all the way down with your chest on the floor and rest your forehead on the back of your palms, making a pillow with your hands, or on the floor. If your back knee is sensitive, you can actually place a blanket or something soft under your left knee. And also you can support your right hip if it's too uncomfortable, if it's too high above the floor. Make sure that your right knee is more to the right than your right hip. And see if with each breath, each exhale, you can soften a little bit more. See if there are parts of your body that you're holding, that you're engaging. And maybe some muscles are engaging, some muscles that you don't need right now. So here it's completely the opposite of what we were doing before. You have to surrender. When you're ready, walk your hands back under your shoulders, bring your back leg closer to you, and slowly come to your three-legged dog, right leg to the sky. Let's do it on the other side. Left leg up, left knee to your left wrist. Pigeon pose on the other side. Walk your right leg back and untuck your toes when you're ready. Inhale to elongate your spine, and exhale to take this length down to the floor. Breath is softer. Maybe you can go a little bit deeper here. Relax your shoulders. Stay around your limit. You don't need to push yourself. When you're ready, take your last breath and then bring your hands back under your shoulders. Bring your right leg closer to you and then drop your left hip on the floor and bring your legs in front of you. Straight legs. Inhale to reach your arms up to the sky and exhale to fold forward. You can have a strap or a belt here to have around your feet, but you can also grab your leg, your ankle, or your feet. As you can see, you don't need to be flexible here. And you can even bend your knees to be able to fold forward at your hips rather than at your back. Slowly bring yourself back down on your back and bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself a big hug, and you can rock from side to side, massaging your back here. Come to your happy baby. You can grab your big toes with your peace fingers or the outer or the inner foot. Bring your knees towards your armpits and your feet towards your head, while trying to keep the tailbone on the floor as much as you can. You can also play here a little bit and rock from side to side. Maybe you want to straighten one leg and then the other. Release your feet and come to your bridge pose. Feet on the ground, hip width apart. As you inhale, lift your hips off the floor, and you can walk your shoulders towards each other and clasp your hands under your back, pushing your hands into the floor, pushing your mudra into the floor. When you're ready, slowly, one vertebra at a time, lower yourself down. Tailbone comes last, and then come into a gentle twist. Drop both of your knees to the right side and gaze to the left, trying to keep both shoulders on the floor. Come to your natural breath here. Feel your belly moving as you breathe. Look up, bring your knees back up, and switch to the other side. Knees to the left, gaze to the right side. Look back up, bring your knees up and give your knees another squeeze. Bring them into your chest, and whenever you're ready, release, lengthen your legs on the floor. Melt your shoulders down. Arms by your side, palms facing up. Close your eyes and come back to your natural breath. Savasana. Relax your face, your forehead, your jaw, your throat, your chest, your belly, your arms and legs are completely relaxed. Begin to move your fingers and your toes. Start to deepen your breath and give your body a nice big stretch, reaching your arms over your head, pointing your toes towards the front of your mat. You can bring your knees into your chest and slowly roll over your right side. Pause there for a moment and make your way to a simple sitting position whenever you're ready.